One of the things I really liked about your book is that I was expecting when you sort of say switched on, you were automatically going to say you should leave the corporation and set up, a chocolate muffin business or whatever you wanted to do. But that's not what you're saying, is that you can actually be switched on in a large corporation. So tell us about that. How should you find something you'd love to do but in a large corporate?
Well, I mean, the reason why, first I'll tell you, Anthony, the reason why I wrote the book was my first book, Anyone Can Do It. I would go, and I still do, what I love doing at the moment. My sort of main day job is I go to big companies and I talk about entrepreneurship and about behaving entrepreneurially. And what I found was after every speech, people would come up to me in very quite senior positions in these great jobs and say, oh gosh, I love hearing, about how much passion you have. I've got a dream, I want to leave and start my own muffin business or, whatever, a sort of oxygen bar. And I'd be thinking to myself, gosh, these people, they're sitting there in these amazing jobs, their salary paid in this big, wonderful company with so much opportunity. And they're sitting there dreaming at this sort of light at the end of the tunnel of one day leaving and starting by them, their own business. And actually, I realized there's sort of an untapped opportunity because, in a way, they're thinking of this sort of fantasy of entrepreneurship. And we've had that for a while. There's been a lot of articles on entrepreneurship, a lot of TV programs. We've all put entrepreneurs on a pedestal. But actually, there's a lot of entrepreneurial behavior in these large organizations. And so what I want to tell these people, for God's sake, keep that job, stay there. Don't leave that job, but just make it fun for yourself. Rekindle, reignite that passion you had at the beginning, because it's such a pity to sort of, especially as you get older, it's much more difficult to leave and start up again. And it's not ideal, entrepreneurship. It's not a great solution if you've got financial responsibilities.
Yeah. So it's about getting switched on in a large corporate. And I know we're going to go into some of the habits that you talk about, but sort of, going forward, putting your hand up, going for responsibilities, setting up new projects, all this type of stuff. Is the way that you can actually do it in the workplace. You don't have to leave and set your own business up, because I think a lot of people think that you've got to move vertically, whereas if you move maybe laterally as well, you get more experience in different sectors. It's a good thing for you as you rise up in the organisation to have experience in marketing, finance, operations.
Well, more problem with rising up often, which people find, is you get promoted, but you get promoted to an area where you don't enjoy it anymore. So say you're a people person and you're in a customer-facing people job. Very often people get promoted, so they never see customers, they never see the product. They're just, then they have this sort of a job whereby they don't have that interface anymore. And the reason they joined was because of that interface they had with the customer. And so sometimes you can get promoted, the wrong way. So it's about reassessing that with an open mind and thinking, it's not about leaving this job, it's not about the solution is to start up on my own. There is a solution. Let me make this work for me so that I love what I do. I'm enjoying it. I'm good at it. And that's the sort of balance. And I think that balance can be chats with colleagues, chats with your boss, trying to rejig around your responsibilities, getting you closer to whichever area you like doing more. If you're a numbers person, if you're promoted, you never do numbers anymore, you probably miss numbers. But whatever it is that turns you on, it's getting back into that.
Okay, so aligning your responsibility with your personality, your passion and everything else. Because I've seen a lot of salespeople that love being on the phone, selling and answering needs for customers, and they get promoted to management. They don't nowhere near that, and they become an administrator and they hate it.
Exactly, they hate it, and they start switching off because they've actually lost the lifeblood of why they joined that business in the first place. And I think I always sort of say people, the reason why they apply to that job, everyone's very excited when you first apply, you go for the interview, you get the job offer. So what happens down the line? Why is it that we lose that sort of click? We lose that magic?